Give me a yes if you've heard of the movie on Netflix, Killers of the Flower Moon, with directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. Has anybody seen this movie? Well, this movie, Killers of the Flower Moon, is a really long 3-hour film about the Osage tribe. The Osage tribe was a tribe of Native Americans who had the wonderful fortune of having oil discovered on their property. So all the oil that was discovered on their property made them the highest per capita group of people on the planet. They were richer than everybody. They were the richest human beings on the entire earth because they had so much oil. They had wealthy Native Americans who would hire white people to drive them around in their cars and be their chauffeurs and be their maids. That's what the Osage tribe had. Well, if you watch this movie Killers of the Flower Moon, the whole plot of it, based on a true story, people went to prison for this, was to infiltrate the town and marry the women. They married the white guys would marry the women, and then the woman ends up dead, and then guess who inherits the property? And if they had not gotten married, they could not inherit the property. They got the property because they got married. They didn't get the property because they were dating or a ride or die or because they slept together or because you became a baby mama or baby daddy. You got the property legally through marriage. And in this movie, there was an old lady in the movie who died because everybody was dying because they were killing them. They were poisoning them to get their land and get their property. And she said to her daughter, she said, all of y'all keep on marrying these white men. That's what the old lady, and the daughter's like, oh, grandma, you being old fashioned. You ain't with it. You ain't, you're disrupting our freedoms and all this other stuff. That's what they blew off grandma. But grandma saw the whole game. Grandma said, wait, so they understand the power of marriage as a way to transfer away all your birthrights for your children. I mean, the crimes got so sinister that there was one guy who married a lady and got her killed to inherit the land and then plotted to murder the children after the mother was dead. He was plotting to kill the kids. That's how deep it got. He was like, I got rid of the mama. Now if I get rid of the children, all this land and property comes to me. This movie is recommended reading because, or watching, viewing, not reading. You're not going to read it. You're going to view it. This is recommended viewing because it will help you understand how deep this game is when it comes to economic warfare. It'll help you understand how the white male in America became the wealthiest human being on the planet. It'll help you understand why rich people who stay rich, who protect their wealth, are extremely picky about who you marry. Go into the family of most wealthy people. You ain't gonna run up in there talking about I'm dating sexy red and I love her and she gonna be the mother of my kids. They will disinherit you. You walk up in there with a thug and you a debutante trying to date the bad boys and the thugs. They're gonna write you right out of that will. They will protect that wealth. Warren Buffett was so gangster that he told his family, not only do we need to monitor who you marry and who's going to get our money, but if you say one word to the media about our family, if you break the code of conduct in this family, you get nothing. And one granddaughter went to the media and started talking about what it's like to be the granddaughter of Warren Buffett. He took her out of the will. She was disinherited just for talking. I'm not saying that that's normal behavior, but this is a man that's worth almost $200 billion. So he must know a little bit about wealth accumulation. Now again, I'm not saying money needs to be the most important thing in the world. I'm just giving you an example of what people do when they're not playing when it comes to their wealth. For some reason, somebody lied to you and told you that marriage was just only about who you love and who's the cutest and who's the most romantic and who has the biggest booty.